Hello, people of Earth, and welcome to what we are calling Meditation Monday. And today we're going to be doing the just sitting or just laying down meditation, which, as Jessamy pointed out in the group the other day, can also be known as choiceless awareness. And what we do in this, just for 15 minutes, we just either sit or lay down and we just experience what's happening to us. There's no object of meditation other than what is happening to us. And this can be harder in some ways because when we're focusing on the breath or sending loving kindness to other people, there's something to grab hold of. Whereas this, we can end up just lost in our thoughts. But if that happens, we just bring it back to what we're essentially doing is tapping into our senses and seeing what we're experiencing, but we're not looking at any one sense in particular. So it can be, I mean, if you've got your eyes shut, you're likely to be focusing on what you're feeling in terms of bodily sensations, what you're hearing, and what you're smelling. I mean, you may be tasting something, but it's probably going to be those three. And of those, it's probably going to be what you're hearing and what sensations you're experiencing. So we just work with those. So anyway, I will sound the soft bell at the beginning and the end. And at points during, I'll just be giving you pointers just in case you get off track or whatever. But I find this a useful meditation in that when we're resting, that's pretty much what we're doing. So if you can see it as a sort of meditation practice rather than just resting. And also if we're going through, I find if I'm, especially at night, if I can't sleep and I'm in pain, this is actually a way not of dissociating with the pain, but just kind of widening my perspective. So it's not just the pain I'm experiencing. I'm actually including other sensory input. And that can make the pain just part of our experience rather than something we're completely focused on. Obviously, it depends on quite how much pain you're in, but for the sort of just what I get mostly is just a kind of constant nagging pain. And for that, it can work quite well. So anyway, here we go. So we begin, as always, just by taking a few deep breaths, filling our belly with air, letting oxygen reach all the parts of our body, all the cells, just nourishing the body and nourishing the cells. And just allowing ourselves to relax, knowing for the next 15 minutes or so, there's no need to do anything. There's nothing else we need to be doing other than what we're doing here and now. And then we just, if we're sitting or laying down, we just rest and relax, knowing that we're supported by the surface beneath us, whether it's holding us up in a seated position or whether we're fully prone and being supported by the mattress or the sofa underneath us. And then all we're going to do is rest into our natural awareness. And then we just experience what's happening. We just see what we can hear, what we can feel, what we can smell. We can also notice what's happening in our thoughts, but we don't want to focus too much on our thoughts it's much easier to get focused and kind of follow thought chains until they become kind of daydreams Whereas if we focus on our senses and our body, it's much more visceral experience, rather. It's much more an experience of here and now. So we can feel the ground underneath us and feel whatever sensations are happening in our entire body. And listen to if we can hear the wind or bird song. And here it's just starting to get dark, so the birds are quite quiet. But there's a lot of wind and there's been rain. People are coming back from work in their cars. I can hear the ticking of a clock. What we're doing in this meditation is, instead of imposing our ideas of how life should be on the world, we're basically just receiving what's happening. Often, although we don't really think about it, we have an idea of how the world should be or what things should be like, and we're always comparing that idea to what is going on. And here we're just dropping all ideas and just directly experiencing what is going on, just seeing what comes into our awareness without forcing it or directing it. When we do this practice, we try not to hold on to ideas about the past or project our ideas of the future. We also let go of any thoughts about the present moment. We just directly experience life just that it is right at this moment. In everyday life, we can often grab hold of the experiences that we like, that bring us joy or happiness, and try and push away or suppress things that we consider more negative. Here we're just swallowing life whole, just embracing everything that's happening just as it is. In doing so, we're reducing our resistance to things. And you've probably experienced when you're in pain or going through something difficult, if you fight it, that can just make everything worse. It's not that, we like pain or feeling emotionally crappy or depressed or whatever, but when we try and resist feeling like that, it just puts an extra layer of difficulty on top. Sometimes just surrendering is the best thing we can do, just being with what's happening without resisting it. That doesn't mean, of course, if you're unwell or depressed for a long time, you shouldn't get help. But if we're just going through the normal ups and downs of illness, then just allowing yourself to experience that without fighting it can be much easier than resisting what's happening to you. And as we end our meditation for today, as usual, there's no need for you to get up or move anywhere if you're feeling rested, relaxed, or in a good place. Just stay like that for as long as you wish. It's no hurry to do anything. And when you do want to come out of it, just wiggle your fingers and toes and feel that. And open your eyes and come back to the room. And even then, there's no need to move hurriedly or get up. Just stay as you are for as long as you want. Thank you very much for coming today. And if you wanted to say how you found this, that would be really helpful. But I hope you have a really good week, and I'll see you all again soon.